Hello, so in this video, I'll be creating a load balancer. So a load balancer basically spread the load or traffic from the end user to the various web servers or virtual machines, right? So I'm just going to come to the virtual machine, so compute engine, and then I'm just going to click on the external IP address. So currently you see the text, hi, I'm running on Apache web server. And then um, for the second one, I'm going to click on so for the first one, observe that the IP address ends with 170. And for the second one, the IP address ends with 114, but the texts are exactly the same. So what I'm going to do is that I'm quickly going to make a distinction between the two web pages. So I'm going to do this using by connecting remotely. So I click on SSH on the first one, right? And I'm going to change the text to web server one. So authorize and sudo vi, and just want to open. And then I'm going to do I to insert. See insert down there, and we just put 1 year. So this is web server one, and I'll save the change. Escape :X. Okay, so that's done for the first one. Now for the second one, I'm going to click on SSH by the right, and I'm going to make the change on the web page to web server 2. So authorize, and so sudo vi, and the path to the index.html file. So now I'm just going to do I, which is insert, then 2. So then escape :X to save, enter. So now if I click on the first one, if I go back, I will reload. This is the second one. If I reload now, so you see that it's web server 2. And then for this first one, if I reload, it's web server 1 to create the load balancer. So I'm just going to come here, click on network services, and I'm going to click on load balancing, create load balancer. Yes, application load balancer. Next, public facing or internal. So I want the external. So I'm going to click next. Then the best for global. Yeah, I'm going to choose this one. Next, next, then configure. So I'm going to give the name of the load balancer, just LB Apache. And then for the front end, right, the front end is basically going to provide us with the IP address with which we are going to see how the traffic will be moving between the two virtual machines. So I'm going to put front end Apache, just give a name, and protocol, leave it at HTTP, and I'll just do done, right? Just do done. So now for the back end, I'm going to hit create a back end service. So I'm going to put the name back end Apache, and we'll leave all the configuration the same way. So now for the instance group, right, I'm going to click on this. So this, in previous video, I created an instance template and an instance group. And it was true that the two virtual machines were created. So I'm choosing the instance group through which the two virtual machines were created. So I'm going to click on this. The port is going to be on port 80. I'm going to leave everything basically the same, except for this cloud CDN. I don't want to enable that. One can enable that. For the health check, I'm going to create an health check. So basically, the health check is just to check the state of the virtual machine. If the virtual machine, for example, is down, if a virtual machine, for example, is down, the load balancer is just going to direct the traffic to other virtual machines that are okay. So the protocol, I'm going to choose HTTP, and I'm going to just save this. Just come down, save, and I'm going to create. Make sure all fields are correctly continued. So let me see. Let me make sure all fields. And let me just click create. You go to issues. Enable. Okay, so I just enabled, what I just did was I enabled the, so I don't think that should be a problem because it's not, yeah, so let me just create, okay. You see public name. Oh, the name is already in use. So what we have to do is to change that name. So let me just change that name to policy. Policy. Let me just say new policy. New policy. Okay. So, okay. So actually the problem is not this cloud CDN. Yeah. So let me create this now. Okay. And then I'm just going to come to review final. Okay, this, then review and finalize. Okay, just to check everything, the front end looks okay. The routing rule, the back end. Okay, so I'm just going to create. And this might take few, I think like 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to pause the video while the load balancer is being provisioned. So as we can see, the load balancer has been successfully provisioned. See the green check. So now let's just come to the front end, and I'm just going to click on it, front end Apache. And I'm going to click on the external IP address. You see that? So as I clicked on it now, it brought out the web server 2, right? So I'm going to reload. And you see, once I reload, it's going to bring up the web server 1, right? Look at, brought up the web server 1. Now I'm using the same IP address, right? The same IP address to reach the web server 1 and the web server 2. So it's kind of like directing the traffic to the two like virtual machines, right? Web servers. So that's really amazing. That's basically the advantage of having a load balancer in front of your like virtual machines, if you have multiple virtual machines. Thank you.